guys, so yeah, let's get into it. I'm showing y'all some skincare. I already put on my toner. Now I am putting on my serum. This is a Korean based product. It's really good. Like, to be honest, really good. So I get the neck too. Don't forget the neck. And just lightly massage it in. Now I'm going to moisturize with my Burt's Bees Daily Moisturizing Cream. Let me tell y'all something about this scent. Okay, obviously it wasn't. Okay. Ooh. This scent is like cinnamon. I don't know why or what they put in there, but it's good. Okay. And don't forget the neck. Next, I'm going to put on my sunscreen. It's black girl sunscreen, so very melanated over here. Let me take off this shower cap. Period. Hey. Joanna. Hey. Okay, so let's get into this makeup look. So first I'm going to start off with a dark brown pencil, outlining how I want my brows to look. And usually, I always have this way of having it already like pre-imaged in my mind. But this time I wasn't getting it that right. But as you can see, my eyebrows are not arched, so I am doing what I gotta do to make this the most effective. The jams were jamming, obviously. I did not have a spoolie. They did have toothbrushes, and I already have my own, so let's remember that. No, but seriously, I used it as like a spoolie type because I really needed to comb out, the pencil on my brows. Gotta be creative. Next, I'm going in with a very light concealer that's lighter than my actual concealer that I put under my eyes because I really want to define those brows. It really helps pop. Ooh, look at that. That was really good. I generally like to have thinner brows, but I kind of like them thick at the same time. So this brow right here is doing what it gotta do. But I also, like I told y'all before, this was not my best brow tutorial because things weren't coming together for me. But now I'm going in with my Baby Skin Pore Concealer. And now I'm about to go in with my Fenty Beauty Foundation. Like, this is working like magic. Rihanna did her thing, to be honest. I like to dab around my brows because that is a very light concealer. It still shows as if like my eyebrows got arched, if that makes sense. That's the type of natural look I like to go for. And I always make sure I get my neck underneath my chin and around my hairline. Next, I'm going to go in with the concealer, also from Fenty Beauty. I go down the middle of my nose. I get the portion at the top of the lip, and then I also go ahead and get those under eyes, honey, and dab a little bit on the chin. I go in with a different beauty blender that has a pointier end, and I make sure I get the crease by my eye incorporated. And you just dab it out. And look at that. She definitely knew what she was doing. Like, it's coming together so well. And I just dab out each and every area that I put that concealer in, and the music is still doing what I gotta do. Okay? But, alright. Let me finish this concealer. And now I'm gonna go back in with my spoolie because I told y'all my brows were not as perfect as I wanted them to be. So I'm over here redefining them, redoing them, and making sure they're perfect because it's my B-day. Do it like it's your B-day, baby. Oh my goodness. Still going over those brows, and now I'm just making sure that concealer is not as popped out, so it still looks natural. Yeah, get into it, get into it. Now I am going to put on my finishing powder. I like to rub in most of it and then like leave a little residue. I don't like when people put on theirs and then like there's a bunch just sitting there, because the whole time I want to have it pressed into my skin so I can continue to get that natural look, so it doesn't look like I really have makeup on. That's the look I prefer, but to each his own. And now I done got, right underneath where I needed to, just in order to put on my Fenty Beauty. Okay, this is my contour. I like to put it right above that point where I made the outline in order to make my cheekbone pop, right? And I make like I go on a 3 shape, but I start here at my cheek. So think of this as the middle portion of the 3. And I make sure I curve it so it really gives that ultimate cheekbone pop that I'm looking for. Then I go over by my nose and make sure I contour my nose into my eye line, just so it still is apparent, because after putting on makeup and the concealer, you have to redefine those areas so it doesn't look funky. And I go over the top of my forehead, connecting that 3. I usually do connect at the bottom, but just for today I didn't really want to do the bottom of my cheekbone, because that's not the look I was going for today. Now I'm about to go in with my highlight. It's Mario. I don't know who that is, but when I went to Sephora, they helped me out. They helped me pick out everything, like to my face, to my bone structure. And ever since then, like, these have been my go-to products, okay? So I like to put on a little setting spray just to highlight those areas where I'm going to put the highlight, in order to get it a more precise location of where that highlight gonna be hitting for real. Then I like to go in with my blender to ensure that it's blended in and not just a big piece of highlight. I'm not one of those highlight fiends where I just need a big old slash of highlight on my face. But as you can see, like, you can really see the I wouldn't say pencil marks, but the brush marks of putting on the highlight, and I really hate that. So what I like to do is I like to get a damp beauty blender and I blend that thing in right after I'm done. But I get underneath those brows, I get my cheekbones, I get at the top portion of my lip, I get the point of my nose, and I go right down the center of my nose. Now it's time for blush. I use these 2 colors from a random like makeup palette that I found one time at TJ Maxx. Like, I just be picking stuff up sometimes, y'all. And I put it right at the base of my cheek, because when I smile, that's the portion that pokes out the most. Now it's time to set. Put a lot on there because there's a lot of makeup on there, and you need all of that to set, honey, or you're going to look crazy. So yeah, put that on, and now it's time to go over it and damp in all of the makeup that I have on, so it does not poke out and look too crazy. That way I keep it looking very natural, and you wouldn't really be able to tell that I had on makeup. I think I did a really good job, and I'm about to show y'all the finishing look and what the birthday was giving.